Hey everybody, this is Cody Smith, and I was just going to purchase anywhere from 40 to 160 or 200 booster packs today, and I was going to open them and make some videos and show you guys what this game is all about. I've been watching some videos of this game and trying to play on my friend's account, and it's really cool, a lot of fun, and I cannot wait to play. So let's get right to it and open some packs. You drag your booster pack into the middle and just open them. In this pack we got a single rare Blizzard, which is a really good mage card, and we also got another really good mage common, Mana Worm, which mage is my favorite, mage and priest are my favorite classes, so I have a bias. Solid warlock rare. Questing Adventure is an amazing card in so many different decks when you first start off. 3 mana, 2/2, and every card you play, whether it's a creature or like a sorcery from your hand, it just keeps buffing up. And if your opponent doesn't take care of it, like instantly, it gets out of control. And then Argent's a really good Pally card, and Temple Enforcer if you can get to turn 6, which Priest usually can. That's just a solid card as well. Oh, Sunwalker is a really good generic card in almost all decks. 6 mana, 4/5 Taunt Divine Shield. The 4 allows it to kill most other creatures of mana cost 4 and 5 right below it, and Taunt is going to force them to attack it, and the Divine Shield allows it to kill like up to like 3 of those creatures, so it's really strong. She's like a 4 mana owl, solid, not as good as the owl, and then Light Spawn's really good priest card. Cool. Upgrade. Decent warrior rare. Master Swordsmith can be okay if you can keep him alive for a while. It's going to keep buffing all your other minions. And the Owl is a really good card. 2 mana, 2/1 silence a minion with this battle cry. And this Shadow Step helps rogues get all their combos off. And it helps with their legendary 3 mana creature. So far, no epics or legendaries. We got a 7 mana, 7/5 stealth, just seems decent. And we got a good warlock card. They're 1 mana, 3/2 flame imp. And this shaman card gets ridiculous if you don't take care of it really fast. 3 mana, 2/4, and then all their overload cards grant it +1/+1. Demolisher, it can be decent if your opponent can't get rid of it fast enough. It keeps hitting your opponent. 3 Divine Shield's decent for 3 mana. Really weak against like mages, and a little bit weak against like druids and rogues who can ping it really easily. And Blood Imp's really good in a warlock deck. Still no epic or legendary. Feral Spirit's really good in shaman decks. 2/3 Spirit Wolves with Taunt, and yes, it's 5 mana, but it almost counts. It's almost 3 mana with Overload. And then Argent Protector's a really good Pally card. Nice, we got an epic. It's a warrior. Destroy all mains except 1, chosen randomly. It's really good for warriors. And a warlock, destroy a friendly main and deals attack damage to all enemy minions. Right now there's like a 1 or 2 mana, like 5/6 generic creature, but it reads can't attack and it doesn't have taunt. So that's like a really good combo that lots of warlocks can do to instantly wipe your opponent's board. And Ice Lance is a really good mage card, since mages want almost all the frost sorcery spells already, freeze sorcery spells. Ice Lance just has really good synergy with that. So we got an epic. Cool. Mana Wraith, 2 mana for a 2/2. All minions cost 1 more. Obviously good in like a sorcery deck, like mages. Cool. We got 2 rares here. 3 mana, Aldor Peacekeeper for Paladin. Change an enemy minion's attack to 1. That's really strong. like when your opponent plays Ysera or something. It makes it like pretty much their 8+ cost bomb like really big creature, pretty much worthless. And then this 1 mana, 1/2 rare Battlecry, remove 1 durability from your opponent's weapon. Not that strong at all, but 1 mana for 1/2, so not horrible. Loot Hoarder is a solid card. Death Rattle, draw a card, and it's for 2 mana. It's a 2/1, so it'll still kill all the other 2 mana 3/2s, and it'll kill like pretty much any 1 mana as well. So solid. Cool. 2 rares again. The Shadow Flame, that good Warlock card, and then the Wild Pyromancer. He's really good when you just try clearing the board early game to get to like mid game and end game, especially once again in a spell heavy deck. And then Tauren Warrior under the right conditions, especially if you're playing Mage or something like that, where you can ping it yourself to take 1 damage to activate the Enrage plus 3 attack. He can get really nasty really quickly. Repentance for Paladin, that's really strong. But secrets are kind of luck-based certain times. Another Mana Worm, really excited about that. Another Ironbreak Owl, that's awesome. And a Rogue card, destroy your weapon and deals damage to all enemies. That's really good. Cool. And then we got a golden rare Rogue, 3 mana, deal 2 damage to enemy hero, combo, return this to your hand next turn. So this is like, I don't know, their bread and butter. They keep using this every single turn, starting at like turn 3, 4, 5, and every turn it's like a free 2 damage. It costs 3 mana, but it's a free 2 damage, and it gets really annoying really fast. This Circle of Healing has some really good synergy once you start getting Shadow Form in Priest. It just board wipes completely, really strong. And another good Priest card when you keep upping your guy's health. And Thoughtsteal, another good Priest card. And the Shaman, Unbound Elemental. Opening more packs. Still no Legendary. Cool, we got an Epic and a Rare. The Rare is Lightwell, and that's really good for Priest. Start of turn, restore 3 health to a damage-friendly character. Mind you, it says character, not minion, so it can heal yourself. And we got a Rogue Epic. Stealth, 1/1 for 2 mana. Destroy any minion damaged by this minion. So that's awesome. It can kill any fucking minion and stealth, so there's really, really tough to get rid of. This Priest, 0 mana. Silence is really good, because lots of people run the Owl, but it has 1 toughness. Like, they expect it to die, so it's pretty much the Owl for 0 mana. And Silence is huge, because especially if you're fighting like a Priest deck that throws like 2+ buffs on a single minion, Silence will just remove all the buffs. It's really good. This Defias Ring Leader is really strong for rogues. 2 mana for a 2/2, and if you combo, the bonus, if you already played a card this turn, you also summon a 2/1 Defias Bandit. That's really aggressive. And if you're on the draw, so you go second, your opponent's playing first, you start the game with a ring. So on turn 1, you can ring and play Defias Ring Leader, and you start the game on turn 1 with a 2/1 and a 2/2. And that board state's incredible. Wrathy Weaponsmith is really good. 4 mana for a 3/3 is already decent, nothing great. And then the Battlecry, equip a 2/2 weapon, and obviously your main personality has haste and can attack the same turn. So that guy's really strong. So really good booster pack right there. Let's get a legendary. Paladin, double main stack. Seems just alright. And nothing else looks amazing. Naturalize under the right conditions can be good. I don't like Freezing Trap and Spellbreaker. I really like the Owl more. Cool, Manti Totem at the end of your turn, draw a card. No matter what, that's going to draw you a card. So it just replaces itself. And then if your opponent doesn't get rid of it, if you have a Taunter, it's just easily going to get you card advantage crazy fast. Archer Protector again. I don't really like Mogu Sean Warden. I like the 4 mana Senjin Shield Master a lot more. It's a 4 mana, like 3/5 taunt. So I feel like it kills more faster. That's just me. But that one is golden, so that's cool. Legendary. Awesome. And it's a 6-mana 4/5 Death Rattle, summon a 4/5 Blaine Bloodhoof. So in my opinion, this is one of the weaker legendary cards after I've looked through them all. And the reason why, if this was something like Battle Cry, summon a 4/5, that would be incredible and incredibly strong. But Death Rattle is so weak with silences. And if you look at it, okay, for 6 mana, you get a 4/5, and then when it dies, another 4/5. If on turn 6, you have nothing, and your opponent has nothing, no creatures on the board, and you play this for 6 mana, a 4/5, and then another 4/5, and your opponent just straight up plays a 6 mana 5/5 creature, he can kill both of yours with his 6 mana 5/5 creature. So it's nothing that incredible. We also got a Shaman Rare. Choose a main. When that main is destroyed, return it to the battlefield. That one's incredibly good. You just have to make sure you don't get like a weak totem or something back. And yeah, that's that one. But it's legendary. That'll probably disenchant. So still 400 Arcane Dust. I love Murloc decks, so that's good. We got that one. And Young Dragonhawk can be really good, especially in Hunter decks. And Ice Barrier for mage decks that want to stall and get to mid and end game is a strong card. Still opening more packs. Nice, another Murloc card. Once you get all the Murlocs, you unlock Old Murkai, the legendary Murloc. There are 2 different legendary quest rewards. And Old Murkai is one, and then another parrot's the other. And the Old Murkai you unlock by collecting each Murloc card, and the Parrot legendary creature you unlock by owning each Pirate card. So the Harpy can be good situationally, nothing amazing, just decent. And this Lightning Bolt is really good for Shamans. Divine Favor, draw cards until you have as many in hand as your opponent. 3 mana Paladin card. That one's really strong for Paladins, especially since they don't have too much card draw right now. When their opponent outdraws them, they just play that. And Flesh-Eating Ghoul, you'll see lots of people run this because as soon as they play it, they'll usually trade, and it immediately comes in at like a 4/3, and they can even get it stronger next turn. So that card has lots of potential. And then the 1 mana 3/2 Wind Fury. 1 mana 3/1 Wind Fury Overload 2 is just so good for Shamans. Epic. Pyroblast, deal 10 damage mage. Once again, mage and priest are my favorite, so I'm so glad I got that card. It's a staple, and you can't really play mage deck until you have Pyroblast. And once you have Pyroblast, especially 2 copies of Pyroblast, it just gets so scary. Like, the mage is just trading with you a little bit, and they're getting you to, like, 16. So you're at 16 life against the mage, and then they fireball you 1 turn, and the next turn they Pyroblast you. And it doesn't matter how much taunt you have, what board state you have, it's over. So glad I pulled that. Mirror Entity is a decent card, and Lightning Bolt is a staple in Shaman decks. Cool. Legendary. 6 mana, 9/7, the Beast. Death Rattle, summon a 3/3 Finkel Einhorn for your opponent. That card, it's nothing amazing with a 7 toughness for 6 mana, but that still looks like a really strong card. It really does. Because most other people's 6 mana cards will be around a 6/6. So you get a trade with that, and then get attack something else for 9, whether it's them twice or whatever. So that's really strong. And a 3/3 for your opponent shouldn't be that relevant once you get to like 6, 7, turn 6, turn 7, turn 8, turn 9. Another silence for priest, that's awesome. Lightwell for priest, that's awesome. It's definitely really good priest cards. Hunter, sir, random enemy minion. That one can be good. You just have to make sure you clear the board enough. And that Paladin card, I really hate. I think it's really weak. Another legendary card. And this is another one of the ones that I consider weak. Some people try running this card, and good for you if you want to try running it. It's a 2 mana 4/4, so I really like that. But the Battle Cry is enemy spells cost 0 next turn. So if you're fighting against a mage deck, they're going to play all their Pyroblast straight against you. Right now, that would normally cost 4 mana for free. Pyroblast 8 mana for free to deal 10 damage to you. If they have Fireballs, they're going to play those for free, which would normally cost 4 mana. And if you're fighting Rogue, they're going to play their 7 mana, draw 4 cards. If you're fighting Druid, they're going to play their draw 3 cards. Like, all their spells and all their non-creature spells next turn cost 0, and he's just so risky. I don't know if I can run him. Argent Commander, that's just so good in every single deck, as long as you're not 100% aggro, only focus on early game. The Charge is relevant, the Divine Shield is relevant, usually gets a 2-for-1, sometimes even a 3-for-1. And I don't care about this, but that's awesome. 2 rares and a legendary. And that Forked Lightning is really strong. 1 mana, deal 2 damage to 2 random enemy minions, overload 2, really strong. That Paladin card, I don't think so. That good. Let's see if we can get more legendaries. Young Priestess, 1 mana, 2/1. At the end of your turn, give another friendly minion +1 health. That's really strong, especially in a priest deck. Mad Bomber can be really good, especially since you get played on your own terms. Just let your opponent throw out a couple weak creatures with like toughness of 1 or 2, then play it. Like you can usually hit them. Cone of Cold, it's a freeze spell for mage. I like every single free spell for mages. I feel every one is really strong, with Frost Nova potentially being the weakest. Freeze a minion and the minions next to it and deal 1 damage to them. This is also really strong because it can hit stealth creatures that haven't attacked yet. And this Abusive Sergeant's really good in aggro decks. Cool. And we got a rare and a golden rare. The rare is a 2 mana 2/2 pint-sized summoner. The first minion you play each turn costs 1 less. I really like him. Device Ringleader, I really like him for Rogue. Light Spawn, I really like for Priest. And then Crazed Alchemist, 2 mana 2/2, swap the attack and health of a minion. This card I find very strong and very versatile, so that's awesome. And Bloodsail Raider in the right deck that has lots of weapons can definitely be strong. 2 mana 2/3, that could potentially be like a 3/3, 4/3, 5/3, 6/3. That's really strong. So don't underestimate this card at all. So we're getting really good booster packs. I think 3 legendaries, yeah, already. Warlock rare, Charge Battlecry, discard 2 ram cards. I'm not ecstatic about that. I like the 7 toughness though. Paladin card's decent. Acolyte of Pain, it's just, I got 2 of them. It's just a decent card. It's nothing great, but he's for sure gonna net you 1 draw card unless they like silence him, or yeah, that's pretty much it. Silence or like polymorph or something. But still, just 3 mana for 1/3. If your opponent only has like attack strength of 2 on the board, then he's strong, because he'll draw you 2 cards. Other than that, just alright. A Cone of Cold, once again, same thing. A really good freeze card. And it can hit stealth. Cool. Double rares. We got another Murloc card. Shaman Manti Totem. This Battle Rage card, draw a card for each damaged friendly character. It used to be 3 mana and draw a card for each damaged character. And obviously, character includes your main personality and character, your opponent's main personality and character, and all. Oh, not your opponent's anymore, just yours and your minions. So that's still really good, because you'll always be wounded, and then just have 1 or 2 creatures wounded, and it's a 2 mana, draw like 3 cards. So really strong. So that pack's awesome as well. Really good packs. Once again, just decent card. All the rest just alright. Mass Dispel for Priest, so freaking good. Silence all enemy minions and draw a card, so good. And this 2 mana 3/2 Fairy Dragon can't be targeted by spells or hero powers. It's so good. So definitely I like this card a lot. It's one of the better 3/2s for 2 mana, especially in aggro decks. Mages can't double ping it to kill it. Yeah, epic. This Murloc card is the only way you can even try making a Murloc deck. So it's a 3 mana 3/3 Murloc War Leader, which is obviously a Murloc. All other Murlocs have +2/+1, and it's a constant effect. So there's the 2 mana Murloc for a 2/1, and when it enters the battlefield, summon a 1/1 Murloc, and just all these other amazing Murlocs. So Blood Imp's really good in Warlock decks. God, so awesome. Cool. Leopard Gnomes are really good in aggressive decks. Explosive Shot is a solid card for a hunter. And this Druid of Claw is good as well. 5 mana for a 4/4 charge or +2 health and taunt. Looks great. Nice, another Murloc card. Mad Bomber is good. Silence is good. And the Unbound Elemental is really good too. Scavenging Hyena is required in Hunter decks. 2 mana, 2/2. Whenever a friendly beast dies, gain +2/+1. You can wait to play him until like turn 3, 4, or 5 when you have a couple other beasts on the field, and then immediately when you play him, you just trade your other beasts and make sure they die, and he's already gets buffed like +6, +3, or +4, +2. So really strong. Keeper of the Grove is really good. 4 mana, 2/4. Choose one, deal 2 damage, or silence a minion. Deal 2 damage could be to your opponent, or it could be to one of his minions. Snipe's decent. That card's weak, and this card's weak. 5 packs left. Epic, awesome. 4 mana, 5/6. Battle Cry, deal 5 damage to your hero. That's not bad at all for a Warlock card. 4 mana, 5/6. So okay, if you eat damage, because most likely this 5 is going to go through and hit their main character, their hero. Cult Master is really good if you can flood the board early and then play him, because then you can trade or just wait for them to die, and you just keep drawing so many cards. Fairy Dragon, really good in aggressive decks. Mortal Strike, 4 mana, deal 4 damage. If your hero has 12 or less health, deal 6 damage instead. I think that's decent, but Warrior doesn't have too much spell removal, so pretty good. And I really like Betrayal for rogues. 2 mana, an enemy minion deals its damage to the minions next to it. It can't kill big creatures, but obviously you can use the big creature to get 2 smaller medium creatures dead for 1 card. So I feel like that card's really strong. Shadow Madness, 4 mana, gain control of an enemy minion with 3 or less attack until the end of turn. So this can be really good when your opponent has 2 like 3/3s. Grab one of them and then trade. Then you just got a 2 for 1 with a single 4 mana costing card. This is also has really good synergy with a Brewmaster. I think there are 2 different cards that have Brewmaster in their name, creatures. And what they do is they have Battle Cry, return a creature to your hand. Return a creature you control to your hand. So you use this, you can attack with it, and then you can play the Brewmaster and just throw it in your hand. So instead of gaining control of an enemy minion until the end of turn, it now goes to your hand, so you'll have permanent control. And Rage can be really good, especially with Priests. This card's good when you don't have that many good cards. 5 mana, 7/6, and now you can't play minions for a few more turns. That's not bad at all, especially since your opponent has to answer him right away. 3 packs left. Imp Master is really good, especially in a Priest deck. At the end of your turn, deal 1 damage to this minion and summon a 1/1 Imp. And this Rogue card is really good. Deal 2 damage, combo, deal 4 instead. Really good for 2 mana. 2 packs left. Nice. 2 rares, 1 golden. Golden Manti Totem. Regular Crazed Alchemist, good. I like the Wind Fury. I like Cone of Cold, even though it's my 3rd. And last pack, this video. Awesome. Thoughtsteal's good. Archon's good. I've got so many. Abusive's good. Got so many. And this Hunter, 3 mana, 3/2. Whenever a secret is revealed, gain +1 durability. Can be so good for Hunters. Especially since they have a couple good secrets, including the snakes, deal 2 damage to all your opponent's creatures, and I think they... Oh, and then the redirect. When your opponent attacks you, instead they attack a random character instead. That's so scary. So I like that Hunter weapon a lot. Thank you for watching, and I think I'm going to create some more videos, opening some more packs. So keep watching my YouTube channel and subscribe if you like this one. Thanks.